For the last 2 hours, I was editing on my system without looking anywhere else. I was stuck in front of my computer, editing like my life depended on it. The edit I wanted was not coming. I tried again and again. I kept doing the same work, same effect, different, genius, ideas, same result, trying the same effect in different ways. Sometimes it looked better, but it was never exactly what I wanted. Sometimes it looked okay, sometimes it even looked good, but never the, wow, this is perfect, I wanted. So I did what every confused editor does. I searched on YouTube. I watched many videos on Chrome. Everyone explained different things. I could not understand most of them. One guy said, just add this effect. Another guy said, never use that effect. By the end, I was more confused than before. Still, I kept trying. I wanted to understand it somehow. My hands felt like they were saying, bro, we're with you. Just tell us what to do. But my eyes started to blur sometimes. The screen was doing a soft focus effect on its own. Free blur plugin, I guess. I noticed it, but I didn't care. There was a small pain behind my ears. My glasses were slowly fighting my head. But I said, it's fine. Pain is temporary. The edit is forever. My chair was judging me. It was like, how long will you sit like this? Are you planning to live here now? But I didn't care. My back felt tired, as if it was complaining. Will you not leave me? But I didn't care. I lifted my legs and put them down again. For a moment, my legs felt numb, like they were on airplane mode. Maybe they had pins and needles. But I didn't care. Even my brain started roasting me. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know this edit is not happening today. Still, I didn't care. I was in full stubborn mode. Then my heart asked, hey hero, why are you not listening to your body? This pain is for you, not for the edit. That hit me. When I heard that, I suddenly stopped my work. I leaned back. My back felt relieved, as if it said, ah! My legs were like kids waiting for recess, as if they were waiting for me to move. My eyes scolded me, close us first. So I closed them. My brain looked relaxed, as if it finally found some peace. The chair seemed to beg me, please go away for a bit and leave me alone here. When I stood up, I could not hear what the chair felt. Maybe it was silent from shock, like after escaping from a dangerous situation. My legs felt like they were praising me. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe they were happy to come out of that tired state. Then I remembered something I had been ignoring from the beginning. From far away, a water glass was looking at me as if it was singing, will he come to me today or not? So I went and took the glass. I filled it with water. I don't like cold water, so I checked if hot water was available. In the office, you never know when something will stop working. Wow, the machine was working. Hot water was coming. As I held the glass of hot water, even my hands felt like they were speaking with one single voice. Ah, one more touch, my dear glass. The warmth touched my hands, and I felt relief in them too. I asked my heart, now I have taken care of everything. Are you happy? It replied. You did great. Then it reminded me of one more thing. What did I forget? I wondered and touched my head. My spectacles touched my hand. Then I remembered. The pain behind my ears was because of these spectacles. They were pressing on my ears. I said, good job, my dear spectacles. Removed them, folded them, and hooked them on the front of my dress. Now everything is fine, right? I asked my heart. It said, you are great. Then I took a glass of water and walked back to my desk. As I looked at my chair, I stopped. It looked super grumpy. It felt like the chair was shouting at me, hey, you left just 1 minute ago. If you sit on me again so soon, I will show you my angry hero side. I didn't want any drama with a piece of furniture. Okay, chill out, I said, waving my hands at the chair. I decided to walk away and go to my office balcony for a 15-minute break. As soon as I stepped outside, my nose started dancing. It felt like my nose was saying, "Ah, finally, fresh air. I am so happy right now." I smiled and thought, wow, I am making everyone happy today. My chair, my nose, my legs, my eyes, etc. I am a legend. By the way, when I say office balcony, please don't imagine a giant international company. In this office, I am the one-man army. I am the only video editor and graphic designer. I have only one boss, and I edit videos for weddings, birthdays, and parties. If you need any work, you can contact me. But listen, it is not free. Sometimes people think editing is easy peasy. They say, "Can you just do this small video?" And then they say, "That's it? That was so simple." They don't respect the hard work of an editor. Of course, I know you are not like that. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get back to the story. I stood on my balcony, sipping my water. My office is on the first floor. How many floors? Just 2. The ground floor and mine. To the right is the main road. To the left are apartments. And right in front of me is a house so beautiful it makes my eyes sparkle. It sits on a big piece of land with a lovely fence. The wife there loves flowers so much that she doesn't allow any other plants. The floor outside is made of cool black stones. When it rains and the drops hit those stones among the flowers, wow, it looks like a movie scene. As I was watching, the wife came out with a heavy bucket of laundry. She is a bit curvy, with big eyes and a nose that looks, well, like someone gently bopped it. She isn't a supermodel, but when she talks, her words flow like a sweet waterfall. She is very funny, especially when she is scolding her husband, which is basically every day. She was struggling to reach the laundry line, so she hopped onto a small stool. Suddenly, her husband came running out like a hero in a slow-motion movie. "Oh no, my only wife! What if you fall?" "I will be heartbroken," he cried. He helped her down and took the shirt from her hand to hang it up himself. She gave him a "stop it, look," but pinched his cheek playfully. He started blushing like a teenager. "Oh, your touch makes my whole body vibrate," he said, acting all shy. She laughed and said, "Let's see what happens to you now," and hugged him from behind. I was watching from the balcony thinking, oh my God, get a room, you two. It was so romantic. It was almost embarrassing to watch. He turned around in a second, caught her in a big hug and shouted, "I caught you, my little thief." She acted shy, saying, "Have you no shame? We are outside." She pushed him away and asked if he heated the water for their son. He tried to impress her again, saying, "Would I ever forget your orders?" She just wiped her hands on her cerise and walked inside, acting like she wasn't impressed. But we all know she was. But then, things changed. As soon as she went inside, I heard a loud scream. My heart skipped a beat. They were just laughing a second ago. Because the street is so quiet, I can hear everything from their house. I even talk to them from my balcony sometimes. Was their son okay? Why did she scream? Her husband dashed inside like a lightning bolt. I stayed on my balcony frozen, watching closely to see what on earth happened. I was leaning over my balcony like a professional detective. 1 second ago, it was a romantic movie, and now it sounded like a horror film. I watched the husband disappear into the house. My mind was racing. Did the water heater explode? Did a giant spider attack her? I was ready to jump down and help, But I remembered, I'm on the first floor, and I'm not Spider-Man. Then, I heard it again. A loud, sharp noise. But wait, as I listened closer, it didn't sound like a "help me" scream. It sounded more like a "you are in big trouble" roar. Suddenly, the husband came flying out of the front door. He wasn't running like a hero this time. He was running for his life. Behind him, his wife appeared at the door, holding a wet towel like a deadly weapon. "You promised. You promised you cleaned the kitchen," she yelled, her voice echoing through the whole street. The husband stopped near the flower bushes and shouted back, "I did! I moved the plates!" "Moving them to the sink is not cleaning, you lazy potato," she fired back. I burst out laughing from my balcony. My tension turned into a comedy show. I leaned over and shouted, "Hey, brother, just say sorry and run back inside before she uses that towel." They both looked up at me. The husband wiped his forehead and gave me a "save me" look. The wife started laughing too, shaking her head. "See, even the editor is watching our daily circus," she joked, waving at me. As the three of us were laughing, their son came outside. He was smiling too. "Dad, you have to listen to Mom. If you don't, there will be no dinner for you today," he joked. But as he moved forward, my smile slowly disappeared. I felt a pinch in my heart. He wasn't walking like us. He was in a wheelchair. His legs could not move at all. He is 40 years old now. He used to be a workaholic software engineer. He had big dreams of making money and living a grand life. He told his parents, "I won't get married until I am settled and successful." His parents supported him, but they always warned him, "Please take care of your health, son." Eventually, he did get married to a beautiful woman. But even after marriage, he lived with his laptop. He forgot to spend time with his wife because he was always busy, busy, busy. One evening, after working for 3 hours straight at home, his head started spinning. He tried to stand up, but he collapsed on the floor. His wife screamed and called his parents. At the hospital, the doctors gave them the heartbreaking news. His legs were paralyzed. He would never walk again. When the parents told me this story, I couldn't stop my tears. For 2 years, he stayed in bed. Sadly, his wife couldn't handle the stress and left him. She asked for a divorce, leaving those 60-year-old parents with a broken son and a broken heart. It has been 5 years since that day. Today, they look happy. They laugh and joke in the garden like a normal family. They have learned to live with their pain, but every time I remember their story, I feel a shiver of fear and deep sadness. I look at them from my balcony and realize life can change in a single second. Listening to their story makes me feel goosebumps of fear. Of course, we all need money to live. But what is the use of money if your body is not healthy enough to enjoy it? That man spent his youth fighting for a bank balance, but he destroyed the next 60 years of his life. Now he has the money, but he doesn't have his life. Then I look at his parents. They are 60 years old, healthy, and so much in love. They are truly happy. Is their happiness because of money? No. They live in a small house, but the joy on their faces is priceless. I ask myself, do I want a life like theirs? The answer is yes. But in today's fast world, is it even possible to live so simply and happily? Or must I also run like a crazy robot after money and forget to live? My brain is running with 1,000 questions. I slowly turned away from the balcony. Behind me, my office chair was waiting. It felt like the chair was calling me. Hey, break time is over. Come back and start working. I am walking toward my desk now, but my heavy thoughts are walking right beside me. I sit back in my chair, but I am not the same person who stood up 15 minutes ago. My mind is clear now. I have the answer to my 1,000 questions. I look at my computer screen. Yes, this machine gives me money. But that balcony? That balcony gives me life. If I only look at the screen, I become a robot. If I only stay on the balcony, I cannot pay my bills. The suggestion to myself and the world. So, here is my secret recipe for a happy life. Work hard, but don't overcook yourself. Work is a part of life, not the whole life. Your laptop doesn't have a soul, but you do. Listen to your chair. When your body feels tired or your chair feels grumpy, stand up, walk away, breathe. Collect moments, not just rupees. The man in the wheelchair has money, but he misses his walk. I still have my legs. I should use them to walk with my loved ones while I can. Health is the real VIP. If your health leaves you, even $1 billion cannot bring it back. Treat your body like a luxury car, not a dusty old cycle. The closing. Society will always tell you to run, faster, more money. But I choose to walk. I will edit my videos with passion, but I will also watch the rain on those black stones. I put my hands on the keyboard and smile. I am not just an editor. I am the director of my own happy life. I hope my little balcony observation gave you something to think about today. If you liked this story and my one-man army office drama, give it a thumbs up. It makes my grumpy chair very happy. Share your thoughts. Do you run after money or do you stop to smell the flowers? Subscribe for more. I have many more stories from my first floor window. And remember, if you need a video editor who understands both work and emotions, you know where to find me. Just don't ask for it for free. Because even my happy nose needs to breathe, and my stomach needs to eat.